Urban Therapy. How y'all feeling today? Still winter time, but it's gonna be all right. Let's get it right, y'all. Sun is 7. Me and you now. They sound better now. When I tuned up the drums earlier in the week, I didn't hear the difference. I do now. Do you? Maybe I had to settle for a minute, you know? One time. I want to thank everybody. Yeah. I want to thank everybody for coming out last night. No matter what, it ain't easy to be up that late every night. But thanks for being part of the movement. Now, what we want to talk about tonight, or should I say today, yeah, it's our way. That's word. TK, right? What's good? My brother Ansel. Brother time. Yeah. Saturday, last day of February. Which y'all know good. Word. Yeah. Care what nobody say. This winter has been some crazy mess. Am I alone? Am I thinking? I bet I'm not. Think about all the things that's going on. We at war, y'all. How that happen? Let me know. My brother Ansel Jones, you are a military specialist on the program, on the platform. Let me know how come we at war. Let me know. I need to know. It's the deeds. And we good. la. What's up, ma? Always good to see me some you. And it's true. It's been a cold winter. Even if you ain't getting no snow. But speaking of snow, oh my God. Yo. Snow. Yo. That fucking snow. Yeah. Word. Word. Yo. Urban therapy with son. Yeah. Urban Therapy with Sun 752, and this is the Urban Therapy with Sun show. We do this every single Saturday from 2 p.m. till around 3:30-ish. And the reason that we say 3:30-ish is because sometimes it gets so heated that we just have to do a little OT on a Saturday. Hold on, let me button all the way up. So, yeah. Rewind everything. Urban Therapy with Sun 752, and this is the Urban Therapy with Sun show. We do this every single Saturday from 2 p.m. till around 3:30-ish. And the reason that we say 3:30-ish is because sometimes it gets so heated that we just have to do a little OT on a Saturday. And it is Saturday. This is the show where adults come out and play with other adults. We laugh, we cry, we argue, fuss, and fight, go back and forth with each other, bust it up all crazy. We take an introspective look into our own personality to see the way that the universe projects us into this thing called the world and try to figure out this thing called life. I am your host, Sun 752, aka Omar with the rrrr. And if you can't say Omar with the rrrr, well, then you just say Omar with the R. This is the Urban Therapy with Sun show. I'm feeling like a real man should. I hope y'all feeling like real men and women should as well. Today on the Urban Therapy with Sun Show, we're asking the question, has this winter brought out the worst in us? Has this winter, this season, this cold, this cold, this snow, this ice, this freeze, has it brought out the worst in us? That's what we have to figure out. I've lived through 55 winters, 55 winter seasons. And I have to say, I ain't never seen no shit like this. This hasn't been the worst snow, but this is the only snow I remember seeing that would not melt. Like normally after it snows, no matter how bad the snow is, in a few days, it's going to start melting because it normally warms up after it snows. Not this year. Not this 2026 year. This 2026 year, it said, nah, we're going to snow and then we're going to get extra stupid cold down into the teens and we're going to stay there. We're not even going to give you into the 20s. We're just going to be crazy cold. Now, if you've noticed, for all of y'all who drive, which I assume is probably all of y'all, you've probably noticed that you've had to buy more gas this year, lately, in the past couple of months. The reason why is because when you expose your car to extremely cold temperatures, it takes a lot longer for your engine to warm up and for it to run efficiently, battling the cold. That's why, like, back in the day when they were, I'm going to say, colonizing Alaska, there were so many vehicles that just died up there because they weren't made to withstand those cold temperatures. Now that cars are more advanced, they can function in the cold, but it depends on which cars you are talking about. American cars aren't that great with the cold, and you would think that they would, being as though we have cars in places like, Detroit, where the cars were made. It gets pretty cold there in the wintertime. But, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Illinois, those states are very near the border of Canada, and they get crazy cold. But the Japanese vehicles and stuff like that, they're used to the cold, and they're built better for the cold. But it still makes you have to fill up your tank more because it burns more gas, because the engine has to work harder in those colder temperatures. It eats more gas. So you might whereas you only had to fill up maybe once a week, for example, you might find yourself having to fill up twice a week, or at least one and a half times, just to get where you were for that regular one time. My girl CC, grown woman, don't try me. What's good? How you feeling, man? Always good to see me some you. But yeah, it's been a trip this winter. People, pipes freezing in their basements. It's been wild. It really has. And, normally the cold keeps people in the house. People been coming out of the house because I think one of the reasons for that is that when we were in COVID, I don't think that we've ever been the same since COVID, because COVID made us have to stay in the house because of viral or immune restrictions and stuff like that. Social distancing and all of that kind of stuff. And I think that now we most of us have pledged never to do that again. I haven't made that pledge yet. I don't want to get sick. If I gotta stay in the house to stay well, I'll do it. I stay in the house anyway. I don't give a fuck. But yeah, so this winter has done a job on us. But I'm wondering if this winter has done a job on us psychologically too. psychologically. We know that, physically the winter has beat us down. For those of y'all who didn't used to wear gloves, I bet you wore them this winter, or you froze your shit off. You won't be touching it, nothing. The Touch It video by Busta Rhymes ain't for you. You ain't touching, you ain't feeling nothing. And them toes, baby, them toes. It's been a cold winter. And we're gonna have to have a talk about people fighting over parking spaces that they dug their car out of in the snow. Now, that shit has gone on for years, but not like 2026. Not like 2026. I ain't seen so much ratchetness and disrespect over parking spaces in all my days. Not in all my years have I seen niggers going crazy on each other. And when I say niggers, I'm spreading the ball around. I don't mean just black. I don't mean just Latino. I mean black, white, Latino, Asian, anybody who had to dig their fucking car off out of the snow in the wintertime, and they live in the city, and those parking spaces are valuable. People putting cones down, people moving the cones. The city saying that you can't put cones or chairs in your parking space. People like, man, fuck you. I wish somebody would move my. There's been a lot of violence. People done got killed. They done got killed. But I want to say, I don't want to be too negative, but we got to talk about this shit. And we ain't even talk about the political climate, the political and social climate that's going on out here. Man, it's been a mess. But we gonna talk about it, be about to get involved. These puzzle pieces right now. We gonna I said talk about it, be about to get involved. These puzzle pieces right now. We gonna talk about it, be about to get involved. These puzzle pieces right now. We gonna I said talk about it, be about to get involved. I said talk about it, be about to get involved. I said talk about it, be about to get involved. These puzzle pieces right now. We gonna solve. I said talk about it, be about to get involved. These puzzle pieces. Talk about it, be about to get involved. These puzzle pieces, right? Talk about it, be about to get involved. These puzzle. What? Talk about it, be about to get involved. These puzzle pieces right now. We gonna solve. Talk about it, be about to get involved. These puzzle pieces right now. We gonna solve. Talk about it, be about to get involved. These puzzle pieces right now, we gon' solve, y'all. Be about to get involved. These puzzle, get involved. Talk about it, be about to get involved. These, we gon' solve, y'all. Talk about it, be about to get involved, y'all. We gon' solve, y'all. Get involved, what? Get involved. I said talk about it, be about to get involved. These puzzle pieces right now, we gon' solve. Y'all talk about it, be about to get involved. Yo, hit the like button, stop being stingy, bitch. Get my drums out the way. And then we can finish talking the way we need to talk. We can finish saying what we need to say. We can converse on a level that's conducive to our intelligence and our willingness to interact with each other. So, yeah. Has this winter brought out the worst in us? Let me get my hand cream, whatever, man. I know one thing. This winter has brought out the worst in my hands. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. But I tell you what, if you're not drinking enough water in the wintertime, because when you talk outside in the wintertime, you see your breath, those are fluids that you have to replenish in your body. We don't always think about how we sweat in the wintertime and the different ways we perspire and how we have to replenish those, well, basically replenish what we lose. But we have to. So even though it's cold as shit outside and you don't think you sweating, there's a reason why when you come in the house, if you've run or you've walked really fast just trying to get out of the snow, there's a reason why you might feel your shirt like, yo, my shit wet. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that. And shoveling snow and all of that. You got to replenish those fluids, man. You got to. You have to drink as much in the wintertime as you do in the summertime. And to be honest with you, if you do that, you'll be a lot better when the warmer months come through. But yeah, has this winter brought out the worst in us? I say yeah. Yo, all the violence, man, the violence over this snow. Now the snow is going to melt. It's melted. It has. We had a bad snowstorm last Sunday, and you know, we were right back where we started from 3 weeks ago. And it seemed like it was longer than 3 weeks ago when it snowed. And that's because it was so cold. It's been bitterly cold. I mean, can we agree on that? Y'all may not agree with everything that I say, but can we agree that this has been a bitterly cold winter? Can we at least agree on that? It's been winter in places that don't be wintry. And I know that happens from time to time. But people been getting snow that don't be getting snow. Regions have been getting snow and cold like they don't, you know what I mean? Like you might go down to Miami, or you may have gone down to Miami recently. It was like, well, yeah, I'm gonna just, keep my windbreaker on. You might not have been able to lay on the beach like that. No, it's warmer than Philly. But it's warmer in Philly. We just gonna have to rock with that. You know what I'm saying? So, but I think that just like they say, people get all crazy with each other when it's hot outside. I mean, I don't think people take into consideration what the cold does. Because just like in the summertime, when you're trying to get to somewhere where it's cool and, you sweating, females mad because their hair getting messed up and their makeup is running and, they sweating like that. And, men are just, they don't want to hear the crazy things that people might be saying. Communication problems happen in the summertime. Like, listen, I don't know what that shit you talking about is all about, but I ain't trying to hear that shit. It's too hot for you to be carrying that bullshit. What's the same thing with wintertime? Because you're trying to get to a warm place in the wintertime. So somebody kicks some bullshit to you outside or cut you off in traffic and all of that. You might run a red light or speed on the highway. The cops stop you like, listen, it's too cold for you to be stopping me. Mail me that shit, dog. I ain't trying to roll down my window for you. Look, I'm gonna just hold my license up. Look at it through the window. Take a picture, nigga. Shit, you out there in the cold. I ain't rolling down no window. Don't bust my window, officer. Officer, I ain't trying to disrespect you. Don't break my window though. I'm pulling the fuck off, and you better not shoot at me. Oh, dude, because ice. Speaking of ice, that's what's been going on this winter. This crazy shit that's been going on with the Epstein files. We done I ain't gonna say we, because maybe it's just me. I haven't even concentrated on ice. During the winter, ice, killing American citizens, rounding up the wrong people, or the people who they say they weren't looking for are the ones they've been looking for. Look, let me go over here and get my seat, man. Let's go ahead and have this conversation, because the more I talk, the more I'm convinced that this winter, 2026, will go down as the worst winter we've ever seen in recent decades. Who's with me? Who's with me? I need 300. Okay. Let me see what y'all talking about. See what y'all talking about. Ansel says freedom of speech and expression is what got this country in the first place. Shit, you wouldn't know it. And Tom says, I'm from Massachusetts. In the wintertime, never affected me. I actually love the wintertime. Shit, I don't know about this winter. I don't mind the wintertime. I don't mind the cold. But this winter, what I do mind is people acting a fool. I do. I do. Oh, shit. And so says, I remember in the 80s, in the early 90s, you could get stole on talking crazy to people. Might just be a Baltimore thing. No, it ain't just leave it to you. Leave it to you. I swear, that's my man. That's my man's and I put too much damn oil on my hands. Now I don't normally do this. I don't oil up the hair on my face. Fuck it. You know what I mean? This is gonna be my new Nile. I'm gonna have a wavy beard. Yo, my shit coming in? Is it coming in? Let me know. Let me know if my shit start waving up. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get 360 waves in my beard. I'm gonna be the first one. All right. Let me see. What's that? Miko's worldy abyss. Damn. Said go birds. That's what's up. I hope you're talking about the Eagles birds. Because you might be talking about the Ravens. You might be talking about Seahawks. You might be talking about the Atlanta Falcons. Could be. I don't know why anybody would, but you could be. Okay. Carla says, son, we had about 5 inches of snow in South Carolina, maybe more. They're never ready here, but has gotten better. 5 inches of snow in South Carolina. That sounds concerning. Oh, Carrie says $100 in gas in 1 week. I'm telling you, because I don't know about y'all, but I set my trip meter every time I fill up. So I know how much gas that each of my cars gets to the gas. I mean, to per tank. So when I see it not get there, I'm like, is something broke? And it's like this kind of cold that we've had, consistent, like weeks of consistent below 20, not below zero, but like temperatures in the teens, damn near almost to single digits. Your car is going to start making noises that it didn't make before because it's cold. It's cold. And for those of y'all who are too impatient to let your cars warm up in the wintertime, man, I'm telling you. I mean, you taking a chance. Jeff Sprayberry is in the house. What up? Tori 2200 is in the house. What's good? Good to see me some y'all. It is. All right. And so says it's a lot of people waiting could take that vote back, man. Oh, you mean a lot of people wishing they could take that vote back? That's actually what you wrote. I'm sorry, I'm the one that can't read. I'm good. I'm good. See, if it wasn't so cold this winter, I would have read that right. I would have read that right. Tori says there's been so many deaths this February, including my best friend and my worst and my most kindest, lovable cousin. Damn, I'm sorry about that. Damn, I'm real sorry about that. And you're right. You're right. I mean, we know that people die every year and people die every season. But it just seems like this winter has been racking up the body count. A good friend of mine, he lost his mom. One of my friends or associates on Facebook, she passed. And that was last week. I'm like, what the fuck what we? And so said, ask her to bring a jacket. No, I'm okay. An hour later, real cold. Word. Carla says, I never come to Philly in the winter. Never able to park in front of my own mom's house. You know, this parking situation in Philly is legendary. And you know how we've always gotten, when snow has come. The thing is, we haven't had snow like this ever. I don't mean the amount of snow. I don't mean the length of snow. I mean the length of time that the snow was able to just chill. Normally, by the time the snow gets dirty, it's starting to melt and we starting to get it out of the way. Hey.
Hey, so I got your keyboard and your mouse.
All right, cool. I might come get it today. All right. All right, thanks. But yeah, like I ain't, normally by the time the snow gets dirty, it's starting to melt. This year, snow was like, I don't care if you piss on me, throw dirty water on me, plow me, shovel me. I ain't melting. I ain't going nowhere. Get out a flamethrower. That's the only way I'm leaving, because the temperatures are not going above freezing. You will not see 30 degrees at 30 degrees, the snow ain't supposed to melt, but it does because of the sun. 32 degrees is freezing. So it's supposed to have to get to 33 in order to really melt. And it's true to a certain extent. But that snow was like the frost in your freezer. I mean, what's gonna thaw out with 15 degrees, 15 degree temperatures, 12 degree temperatures? Shoot, my refrigerator went out. I just like I need to just put the meat in the cooler out in the backyard. Hope the raccoons don't get extra smart. Hope the raccoons don't get extra smart. Jeff said, you need a Nissan versus 46 miles to the gallons. A Nissan Versa. Nah, I would never buy a Nissan. Nah. They got to get their shit together. Toyota, yes. Mazda, yes. Nissan ain't what it used to be. They disrespectful. You know what I mean? It's disrespectful what they've allowed to happen to the Maxima and the Altima. It's disrespectful. Nissan got to get their shit together. They be in the shop too much. They don't deserve to be Asian anymore. They be in the shop too much. All right. Carla says, I got caught in the snow last month in South Carolina. That sucker stuck to me. Wait, stuck to me. Hair and coat and almost like Epsom salt. Man. You got a Nissan Versa? All right, cool. But you live in Atlanta. Or somewhere in Georgia, right? Y'all not as hard. The weather is not as hard on vehicles as it is up north. Yeah, you live in Georgia. That's a whole different perspective. Y'all don't even have salt trucks. You know what I mean? You said we don't have snow, but it did snow. With the few times when y'all did get snow, y'all was lost in the sauce. People was like, yo, the salt trucks didn't come and salt y'all streets. And y'all was seriously like, what's a salt truck? And we was like, oh, y'all don't have snow days off. Well, I would expect that y'all would have a bunch of days off if it snowed for real. Because what would y'all would y'all know how to function? Carla says, Jeff, my daughter loves her Versa. Cool. And so says some places ran out of salt. Piss poor preparation promotes Wait a minute. Let me get that verse, how it actually goes. Piss poor preparation. Come on, man. I didn't say no passport preparation. Piss poor preparation. Why this shit so slow? Okay. Proper planning and preparation prevents piss poor performance. Often referred to as the 7 P's. Proper planning and preparation prevents piss poor performance. Proper planning and preparation prevents piss poor performance. Proper planning and preparation prevents piss poor performance. Performance. Yeah. And it does. It does. So you got to be on your job. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Be on that job. Be on that job. Hit the like button. Don't be stingy today. You know what I mean? One thing this winter has neglected to teach us is how to be courteous towards each other and share. Share alike. Karen says, no snow here. We are having 38-degree days. Well, here we have 38-degree days too. It's supposed to be in the 50s today. It's 58 now. 58. Get the fuck out of here. What? Damn. They say it's 58. 58 right now. Sunny Philadelphia. It's always sunny in Philadelphia, but 2 weeks ago it was cold in the motherfucker. It was cold in the motherfucker. We couldn't get above 29. We couldn't get 20. 3 weeks ago, we couldn't get 20. Can I get a 20? Can I get 20? No. You gonna rock out with this 12. You gonna give me a $10 bill and two ones? Yeah. You look at it and give you $2 silver. I would, but they old. I can give you 2 of them little gold ones. All right, cool. My brother from another mother, Norris Hill, sit back, relax, do your thing, tax and he says it's 50 in Ohio. So it seems like all of the places that got rocked by the wintertime are having a heat wave. Mind-blowing decisions causes head-on collisions. Must decide how to go. Is it? Y'all remember heat wave, right? Must decide how to go. Is it mine? I want to know. All right. Always and forever. Always and forever. Each moment with you is just like a dream to me. that somehow came true. And I know tomorrow will still be the same. 'Cause we have a life of love that always remain. And come on, y'all. Every day, love me your own special way. Melt all my heart away with a smile. Huh? 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 Take time to tell me you really care. And we'll share forever. Right? Heat wave. So that's what it's like. It's 58 degrees in Philly. So I expect to see tank tops, mad shorts. Somebody out going to come out looking stank today. I seen them looking stank when it was cold as shit. So you can best believe I'm going to see something stank. I might have to stop the stank today. This winter it already brought out the ratchet in us. But at least the ratchet was fully clothed. Today, on this Puxatawny filled winter day in sunny PA, we're gonna see some ratchet stank shit today. Just Ray says 70 and all the women are out. Just said you bringing it back, house party shit. You know that song is a classic. She's a classic, baby. Karen says, sorry, my 38 is your 100. Where you live at? Where you in where you in like Illinois or something? What state you go? Oh man. Carla said last week it was 70. The next day it went to below 30. It don't have no business being below 30 in no South Carolina. But I contend that this winter has really brought out the worst in us. Attitude-wise, our patience is low. Our communication is all fucked up. It's fucked up, baby. It's fucked up. Did any of y'all have a chance to check out the deposition between with Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton? Well, y'all know we couldn't really check it out, but did you hear any of the highlights, any of the reading of any of the transcripts, anything like that? On social media, I'm seeing shit like, see, Bill Clinton said that Donald Trump had nothing to do with Epstein. I'm like, what in the dumb motherfucker are you talking about? Like that, first of all, that's not what he said at all. What he said was, from what he remembers, Trump told him that him and Epstein fell out over a botched real estate deal. Michael Wolff had been talking about this shit for years. He said Epstein had bought this house. He had his eye on his house. Trump bought the house from up under him with some Russian investors, and 4 years later he sold the house for $98 million. And he was like, how did Trump even get the 40 million? Because his pockets was low at the time. So he stole the house. Well, he bought the house from up under Epstein. And when Epstein threatened to sell him, to tell on him, he was like, shit, you want to tell on me? I'm going to tell on you about them little girls. Them little girls. You know, Trump running around here talking about myself, I'm totally exonerated. That's how you know he's not exonerated. You wouldn't have to say that. You are a pathetic pathetic human being. But anyway, I'm seeing headlines like that on social media. I'm like, imagine Bill Clinton running in there and saying, yeah. Trump is totally innocent. Really? Hold on. That's my man, day late and dollar short. Hold on. Good afternoon, day late and dollar short productions.
Oh, how you doing? This is overwhelmness and anxiety.
Oh, hey, overwhelming and anxiety. Yeah, welcome to the Day Late and Dollar Short Show. This is where, no matter what time you get here, you should have been here before. Anyway.
Yes, I can understand. I can understand that. My middle name is self-medicating.
Self-medicating. Thank you. This is proper preparation prevents piss poor performance.
Overwhelming, self-medicating, anxiety. That's my whole name.
Oh, good. You good, man? You all right?
Fucking name, man. Listen, bro. Listen, man. The only thing I ask for is prayers. Prayers and happy faces, bro.
Okay.
Prayers and happy faces. But it's a journey. Life be lifing.
It do.
Life be lifing, man. And I know what the topic is, and yes. When I know, and let me just, it might be a little long-winded, because I read the questions, the poll questions too. And one in particular, I'm just tired of it, bro. And I'm pretty sure you know the one. I'm just tired of it.
What's that?
When I see that the weather, when I know summertime is over, I get somewhat emotional and depressed. Because I know cold weather's on the way. I can deal with early fall. I can deal with late fall. I can even deal with the remnants of winter, the beginning. Snow, me and snow hate each other. I hate it and it hate my ass. But you can't complain about weather that you know is coming. You know it's coming. Unless you live in the best part of living up north or East Coast, however you want to say, is that we get 4 seasons. Without the 4 seasons, we're in one hell of a predicament, like Middle America with hurricanes, like down south with like Middle America with tornadoes. I mean,
okay,
down south with hurricanes, all the way over the west with smog and all that other stuff they got going, earthquakes. But the thing is, the complaining part takes me out, because we complain like we don't know that the weather's got to change. Oh shit, it's cold as hell. I know, wintertime. Oh my God, look at all these, my allergies acting up. It's always raining, springtime. Oh my God, it's humid. Oh, it's so damn hot, summer. All these damn leaves on the ground. Oh my God, it's getting cold. Fall. Why the hell are you complaining about? You know what's going to happen. You know it's coming. The fucked up part is that you know the shit is going to come, but yet you complain. Matter of fact, this motherfucker out there body clothes according to get better prices according to the season. Summer, when wintertime is over, you buy wintertime for next winter, because you know you can get a good deal. Springtime over, you buy springtime for next spring. And you still fucking complain. How you complaining about snow in Philly when we barely had snow in Philly for almost 5-6 years?
We thought it was over. Global warming.
Yeah, well, look at, of course, Mother Nature's going to fuck with us. Look who we got as president.
But wait a minute. Troy, this snow been different. You're not going to tell me that this snow is like any other snow.
All right, let me elaborate on the snow, son. The first snowstorm we had, that was a bad one. This last one we had, because we had so much rain, wasn't even a bad one.
I don't even care. I don't even care about the one that happened last Sunday. I'm only concentrating on that big one that we had.
Let me tell you why I was bad, son. You know why I was bad? Because the cleanup was bad.
No, that's not why it was bad.
Why was it bad?
Because it wouldn't fucking melt. It was fucking freezing. It was 15 degrees every day. We used to, no matter how much snow we get, the temperature normally rises above like 30 degrees.
This is how it goes when we get a snowstorm. And I always look at this.
No, but this has never happened before, Troy.
No, it never did. I'm going to break it down. It snows. Once the snow stops, we get a little bit of heat to try to melt some of the snow, but yet it's still cold. Then a couple days go by where though the snow is melting. We didn't get that this time. We got extra winter.
I've never experienced a winter this cold, this consistently, this long. I've never seen a stretch, a straight 21-day stretch of below 20-degree temperatures.
Well,
that's unprecedented.
So can I ask you something? Then we can't complain about global warming now.
No,
we got what we got.
No, that's just because you had one episode doesn't mean that evolution isn't taking place. You know what I'm saying? Like, Philadelphia wasn't going to become Richmond, Virginia overnight. But you can't deny that the polar caps have been melting for years. There's no denying that.
Oh no, we already know that.
Okay, but besides all of that, because it's winter all the time near the North Pole, in the Arctic. So I'm not worried about that. When I talk about this winter, I'm talking about crazy fights going on over parking spaces because of the snow. I'm talking about ice up in Minnesota. They killing people, harassing people, locking people up, having to release people. You know what I mean? It's cold as shit in Minnesota.
Well, you know,
they ain't needed to be no colder.
And now we're gonna go to which is the one thing that I hate the most about cold weather. When it's cold, you're in the house. And when you're in the house, you have nothing else to do but go on social media at times, or look at movies, or look at, war shows and game shows and all that. And it just so happens that the dumbest thing that's going on right now is the political climate in America, where we got the idiot, the village idiot running this country. And when you turn back around, he's always doing the wag the dog to try to take the focus off the Epstein files.
All right.
Now we bombing Iran.
Well, no.
Now we bombing Iran.
I know. But we also being attacked. I don't see how you did that, got away with that again without congressional approval. But okay, so
and that's the whole thing about it, son. We're educated on politics, but the bare minimum knows that you have to go through Congress in the UN to do anything. To do anything.
So okay, out of the poll question, would you say that the political climate has been the worst thing about this winter?
That's the number one.
Okay.
That's the number one. That to me, my opinion, that is the number one. Because the shit that's pissing me off the most is that if we living in a government that prides itself off of justice and off of how that nobody is above the law, then why is it that the people that's in his cabinet are above the law. Yes, he went to the Supreme Court and they made it where a sitting president cannot be arrested. And pretty much gave him diplomatic immunity, and he's not even a diplomat. So now you turn back around, but anybody in his cabinet should be locked up for certain things. Christy Nome should have been locked up when that plane was going to El Salvador, and they told her to turn it around, and she didn't.
She should have been locked up for shooting her dog.
Locked up for shooting a dog.
Both of them.
Locked up for not turning that plane around. She should have been locked up numerous times. Then you go to paying bonds. Do we need to speak on this bitch?
No, I don't want to go. I really don't want to go into none of that shit. But
you got it on the poll question. So I got to give you my rundown.
Okay, but in terms of the winter, because they was doing they was doing that nut ass shit. Wait, they was doing that nut ass shit before the winter. So
right. So listen, it was the whole year last year. From winter time when you first said it, the first thing came out your mouth that I remember you saying, Troy, you gotta put your focus on this politics because this shit is going to get serious. And I said, son, I can't do it right now. He said, man, fuck that shit. I said, I don't want to do it, son. And now my head is dead. From last winter, I don't care if you got winter, spring, summer, fall. It's been winter in the United States all year long.
It's been colder. But some people might argue that it's been hot. It's been summertime this whole year. Because it's been hot. It ain't been cold. The actions have been cold. Extremely cold. But the climate has been hot as shit. But this is the thing I feared the most. This is the thing I feared the most about another Trump presidency. And motherfuckers can try to deny it all the time. I mean, all they want. What you get from this motherfucker is chaos every day. You're going to get that. You're not going to get no days off. And you don't. Every day, you're going to get chaos. Because they flooding the zone. And people can deny that shit all they want. But I'm not going to let him suck up all the air on this fucking show. But because
I'm just going to say this last thing. I told you this when we was talking on the phone one day. I said this motherfucker remind me of the Alexander O'Neal Sherelle song. This motherfucker is Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. He fucking 7 days, bro.
Yeah, he is.
7 days. He's continuously.
But it's more than just him now. Now it's viral. You know what I mean? He has branches of the tree that's fucking up shit. You know what I mean? Even if they're doing it on his behalf. But locally and personally, I see a whole lot of things going on this winter that just really, really concern me. Like I said, people out here getting killed, getting shot over parking spaces. People over here burying their neighbors' cars in snow because they parked in their spot.
They parked in spot.
Come on, man. You know what I mean? That shit is funny on social media, but that's how you get killed. That's an easy way to that'll get you from Facebook or Instagram right to fear thy neighbor on the ID channel. That'll get you there.
It get you to them alphabet places real quick. Them alphabet places. CFCF.
Nah, fuck that. The letters of the alphabet where to get you is God.
Lord.
So, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, the courts determine whether you get to those alphabet places. What we talking about is the level of violence. And in a city like Philly, we don't need no more extra violence. We don't need that. No more. Not one more killing do we need. Not one more assault. We don't need that shit. We are already too infamous for the bullshit. But it was better in the summertime than it has been in the wintertime, in my opinion. I mean, people who don't fight have been fighting over parking spaces. Come on, man.
You said what's been better in the summertime than wintertime?
What's been better in the summertime than the wintertime?
Yeah.
I would say the level of violence. I expect crazy violence in the summertime in the city. I don't
Okay,
expect.
now I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I don't expect that in the wintertime. In the wintertime, only people that are outside are the people that are selling something, doing something outside, or don't have access to outside. Now with us having to do all this shoveling and digging and whatever, the social climate, I think coming from up out of the pandemic has made people insist on being out. And it's just like if you drive I'm sorry, if you drive a taxi or you Uber or Lyft or whatever, eventually you're going to get in a car accident. Either that or you're going to run your car to the ground. The more you're involved in something, the greater you increase the likelihood of something, tragic happening, because the odds just favor that. You know what I mean? It doesn't favor safety. So I never used to understand that until like how they used to say flying is safer than driving. And they meant by percentage. Like planes don't be going down every day, but fatal car accidents happen every single fucking day. In every single fucking state. Possibly in every fucking single city. Probably. So yeah, by percentages, yeah, flying is way safer, but that plane doesn't get up in the air with the same frequency as cars do on the ground. So, but nonetheless, I've never seen a winter like this where you couldn't just go to work, go to the store, come home, chill out with your family, check homework, watch a few movies. You know what I mean? Drink, smoke, get ready to go to work the next day, wash, rinse, repeat. This winter is not allowing you to just do that. It's not allowing it. You know what I'm saying?
It takes me out because I think people don't remember that Philadelphia changed the laws about shoveling out parking spaces and saying that you can't put a chair or anything to protect that parking space.
It was never allowed for you to do that.
Yeah, it was never allowed. But sometimes they had to put it on news and out there make an announcement that, it's against the law to do that. So now when people shoveled out, put all that energy in and shovel their parking lot. And like you said, that snow after that snow it was freezing, so it never really melted for you to get a good shovel and get your car out.
It didn't melt, and it had an effect on people wanting to go outside, and when they went outside, they was on edge because they fucking cold. You know what I mean? And you don't want to hear that bull. You don't want to hear no bullshit. Bad enough, you digging your car out of the snow, or you having to even with you digging your car out of the snow, it may have still been hard for you to back into the space, get out of the space. You know what I mean? You at work all day worried about.
You dug it out specifically and perfectly for you to get in and out that spot.
And it caused more accidents because with the snow, you're not digging yourself to the curb. You're digging yourself more to the street. So you got people who are parking all crazy. If it wasn't no snow on the ground, these people would have been parked basically in the middle of the road, blocking the road. So now you mad because somebody hit your car, but you parked it to where they couldn't miss it. If it's snow and ice on the road, now you can say, well, yeah, this shit should have been plowed. Even with them plowing it, the snow and the ice ain't melting because it's too cold for it to melt. But you wanna just park your car anyway and hope people watch out. And not everybody can drive in that shit. No, not everybody can drive in the snow, and that can. that can raise your level of anxiety. You know, not just having, you know, being afraid to get into an accident because you would have to pay to get your car fixed, go through your insurance, or take it to the shop and be without a car, but also that raises your level of anxiety when you see people driving erratically on the road or don't seem to have the same level of driving skill as you do. That shit can get that shit will start fucking with you. It really would. Because instead of just going to work or going to school or going wherever, running errands or whatever you do with your car, now you're worried about, yo, man, somebody gonna hit my shit. You know what I mean? And like, if they do, I don't even want to get out my car and exchange information. And you know, in Philly, cops don't come to they don't go to accidents anymore. So without a police report that you can't get from an accident anymore because cops don't come to accidents unless it's fatal. Now it's your word against that word. The other driver's word when it comes to the insurance, and you could wind up having a accident on your record and you didn't hit nobody. You know what I mean? Now your premium's going up. This winter is on some different shit. It really is. It's on some different shit. So I mean, we are really in the one thing. It's always a one thing or another age. The price of food is all high and shit. Yeah, I mean, you know, like I like oxtails. I haven't bought no oxtails since 2020, easily, because it's just too expensive, and it won't come down to less than $7.99 a pound. And it's holding steady at $8.99, $9.99 a pound now. So my alternative was like beef neck bones, what they call soup bones, in the market. Them shits went up, and they was $2.50 a pound. So like they was the you know, the trump card. They was the what, you know, they was the big joker. Like, yo, I'll get the soup bones, Johns, the neck bones, and boom, I'm good, because they taste just as good as oxtails, for real. Now they went up to like $5.99 a pound. And I'm like, because somebody, you know what I mean? They found out, like, oh, this was the what they call it, the workaround. Oh, these soup bones was the workaround. Yeah, well, we gonna work around that. Now, recently, they said the tariffs was illegal, and now there can't be no more tariffing, right? So the price of food should go down immediately, right? Wait for it.
No, well, the standard when the standard on price gauging or price gouging started at COVID. Once them prices was pushed up on everything, you know, and then Biden got in office and he tried to simmer it down a little bit. And then the village idiot got in office and he said, you know what? Fuck that shit. It ain't about y'all. It's about me and my cronies. Now it's at an all-time high. The terrorists would have pushed it up higher, but the food was already high. You know, by the time he got out of office and the village idiot got in there, it was there. It was there. It was like they were preparing for it to go high.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's what I think. I mean, like I said, man, you know, the violence is there because of the fact that I can agree with you on that. That we're dealing with a winter that is not our norm, because we haven't had this type of winter. It's like summertime come, you think violence is more worse than summertime because the heat makes you angry. You got, God damn, it's hot. Motherfucker, shut up, it's hot. Wintertime come, now you're like, motherfucker, shut up. You took my parking spot. Yo, I'm saying that to me, it's too cold. See all this snow? But like I said, it's about the weather. We're going to complain about any type of weather. regardless if it's too much snow, if it's too much cold, if it's too hot, too many leaves, nose, your allergies bothering you, too much rain. Any day, any given Sunday is going to be the worst day. But this winter here in Philly has been the worst because when we had that first snowstorm, it didn't even it didn't even have a responsibility of breaking the coldness. It was like, you know how you get all that ice in the freezer and you never chop it down.
Yeah.
And then when you open up the freezer, you just get that cold air hitting you in the face. I always look at after snow weather like that. A big ass fucking freezer where it's just blowing cold air in your face. And what? You just wait. And the only thing we had in the house, don't you gotta do what? Unplug your refrigerator, take everything out, let it thaw out. All on the outside, baby, we wasn't getting that. We was getting 15 degrees daytime, below freezing nighttime. 15 degrees daytime, below freezing 21 days.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah, so
it was all below freezing. Freezing is 32 degrees. We wasn't nowhere near it.
No, we wasn't.
And we've never had a stretch that long of extreme. This was not cold. This was extreme cold. This was winter advisory cold. You know, anytime I see
at one point, at one point, I think I seen Matthew Henson outside.
Listen, when I saw the cops rounding up the homeless junkies down Kensington, putting them on a bus to go somewhere, that's when I knew. I said, "Oh,
this shit is serious."
Yeah, like they because they know can't nobody make it out there. You're not gonna make it to the morning, especially if it's 15 degrees at 1 in the morning. At 7 in the morning, it's gonna be 12 degrees. So I'm sure all the homeless people are like, yo, I ain't never seen a winter like this. This shit crazy as fuck. You know what I mean? And people who don't have heat in their houses, I'm sure they felt it. I've been through winters with the whole kerosene heater thing. That shit ain't sweet. Shit ain't sweet. So, you know, the wintertime.
Sleep good when when you had a kerosene heater, you couldn't really sleep that well because you was nervous.
Well, after you found out how dangerous it was, at first it was like, yo, this is the best invention in the world. Look, I got the room all nice and toasty. You know what I mean? But you ain't even have to burn up from a kerosene heater because that really only happened if you were careless and put something too close to it, you know, something like that. But what could happen is you run out of kerosene and damn near die of asphyxiation. Them kerosene fumes ain't no fucking joke.
No, they not.
You know what I mean? And I remember being a young boy, 12, 13 years old, carrying them 5-gallon cans of fucking kerosene. Them shits was heavy as fuck at the time. You know, to a 12, 13-year-old. But and people, and not just that, but people who have to buy their oil. They got oil burning heaters. Where the oil truck has to pull up and fill your shit up. Yeah, that ain't the gas company waiting to get their money. Shit, you run out of oil, you gotta.
I remember my grandmother, my grandfather had coal heaters, son, when I was a kid.
Oh shit! Oh wow!
Fucking coal heaters.
Yeah, you taking it way back.
Yeah.
Way back.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, I'm old. I'm just I'm a G. I'm an OG. No, I'm a 1G. I'm just an O and a G. I ain't a double or a triple yet. I'm just a G, OG.
Yeah, man. I mean, you know, but like I said, you know, to us, cold was, you know, 30 degrees, 25 degrees. It would get down. We had cold times in the winter, cold days in the winter where we get into the teens, but it didn't stay there for weeks and weeks. It didn't do that. And that's what we've had to become somewhat accustomed to lately. And that shit is rough. That shit is rough. So yeah, it's a lot.
Anytime,
there's a lot going on right now.
Anytime I found myself putting on gloves, I knew it was cool because I don't put gloves on in the wintertime. I don't. I'm not. I really don't get that cold in the wintertime. You know what I mean?
Well,
I wear a hoodie, a vest, and I got. If I got to put a scully on, that's cool. But if I got to put on a pair of gloves, well, yeah, we cool now, bro.
Well, you must not have spent a lot of time out in the cold. I'm talking about hours, huh?
Oh no, I don't spend hours in the cold. No.
Okay,
no.
Because that's the only way you gonna survive. I don't care what your hands are made of. Them bitches gonna get cold as fuck. I keep some gloves and some and extra pairs of socks and boots. Like we not playing them because I'm used to being out in the cold.
I already throw on 2 pairs of socks.
Yeah,
I mean, but yeah, but the gloves, I feel uncomfortable with gloves on at times.
No, I understand. I understand what you mean. I do.
Get cold, almost definitely.
Yeah, like I don't know. I've learned over the years to protect my hands, even when I'm like you moving furniture and shit like that. You get shit. You get tired of your shit leaking, getting cut, fucked up, and all of that.
Shit up against the wall. It hurts like a motherfucker.
But when we're talking about the wintertime, especially this winter, we're talking about extremely cold temperatures. When we're talking about the summertime, plenty of summers, we were talking about extremely hot temperatures, a heat wave, temperatures above 90 degrees for a few weeks. You know what I'm saying? We don't get that. We don't get spring extreme temperatures. What's an extreme spring temperature? It's between, it was with spring, we're more winter-like in the beginning of the spring and more summer-like at the end of the spring. And the fall is the same. It's warm in the beginning of the fall, is colder at the end of the fall. So depending on where you live at in this country, you're going to see it a certain kind of way, but there are going to be no extreme temperatures for the most part in spring or fall. In summer and winter, you get like up in the Midwest. All right, I don't know about Chicago, but Milwaukee in the summertime, it gets really hot there in the summertime and really humid, and they have a mosquito alert because they got a lot of water there. They on that lake, and you know what I mean. Like, and then mosquito alert. Who ever heard of a mosquito alert? And they had that shit every fucking year because them shits be eating you alive. So, but that's their summer. That's that summer shit. They winter times is unspeakably cold. But this year, they was probably feeling like Freon. It's like Mars up in that bitch. So yeah, but this winter, there's been so much going on. You haven't been able to just concentrate on other things, your day-to-day activities. There's so many things going on in this world, socially, politically, physically, mentally, and emotionally, that I think that it has created an unprecedented effect of thought, of movement. It's just like I said, we just started a war last night. Like, what? A war?
And you know what bothers me about that, son? When we are, let me speak for a second, because I keep asking myself this, and people don't understand this shit, right? I can understand the political climate over in the Middle East and this, that, and the other when you're dealing with religious murders and going back and forth with religious crimes against Muslims fighting Christians and the Muslims killing off Christians and this, that, and the other. I can understand people wanting to step in and prevent that. I can understand people wanting to step in to prevent crimes against women over in the Middle East, Muslim crimes and stuff like that. But what you don't do is disrupt their way of living to create a democracy that's similar to ours. Because their way of living is their way of living, just like our way of living is our way of living.
Mm-hmm.
You go overseas and you sit back and you protect the election by making these people walk up, sign the darn person they elected name on a paper and fold it up and put it inside a bin. Y'all count the numbers. But here in America, we go and vote, and then we turn back around and find out our vote really don't mean nothing. The popular vote don't mean a damn thing because the electoral college is the one that puts the president in. You can't, that's somewhat of a double standard, but yet you're going to protect that election. Stop what this country needs to do is stop trying to force our way of living to their way of living. Because just like I was looking at this documentary on Gaddafi. Do you know how thorough this brother was?
Yes, I do.
Do you know? So we both understand what they did to this boy.
Mm-hmm. We know why.
They painted him out to be this bad individual, where everyone there was no homelessness in Libya. Free home care, free housing, free schooling, free health care. There was no broke people in Libya. And what America did was they fucked that whole area, the whole region up.
He was a dictator.
Yeah, he was a dictator. At some point, it got worse, but they would say the way that this documentary painted him as, they painted him as that. Like I said, I don't want the dictator part to go away. There was parts of what he was doing because he didn't want other people to come in and put their finger and put their hand in the cookie jar of Libya. You understand what I'm saying?
Well,
free healthcare. I would love free healthcare. I would love free housing. I would love no homelessness. I would love to see something like that, but you're not going to get that here in America.
Okay, why wouldn't we get that here in America?
Because America doesn't work like that. Everybody, the higher ups, it's not beneficial to their bottom line. If they can't make money off of it, you're damn sure ain't gonna give nobody enough for free.
But there you have it. So that's it. You know what I mean?
You just said it.
That's it.
Like how you just said. That's the truth.
You know, they want to be able to control all that money. If you have free healthcare, now you're talking about like free healthcare means you're not paying for prescriptions. So that billion dollar industry, goes down too. It's not going to happen. Doctors are not going to be making 6-figure salaries, mid to high 6-figure salaries. None of that shit, man. Even the lawyers are going to suffer because they're not going to have as many lawsuits and shit like that. Everything will have to be switched around. When you start fucking with the money, they got to get you on up out of here. That's why they killed Martin Luther King. That's why Muammar Gaddafi had to go, because he was changing the currency system. He was switching it, and people were listening to him. Other countries were getting on board. He had to go. Shit, like, look, you wanna kill your people, maim your people, discipline your people, implement injustice against your people. Okay, all right. But once you start fucking with the money, oh no. Now we going to tell everybody
what you gonna hit him? You hit me with the Denzel laugh.
I don't know if it was the Denzel laugh, but I know this. The people in government are not having that. They don't want you to set an example for other people to follow when it comes to being independent and having their own and leaving our monetary system behind. We're not interested in that type of independence. So
You know, and that's the whole thing. And the thing, one thing about it is that when you sit back and you think about it, I hate change, and I think that's why I'm so frustrated by the bullshit that goes on in the political realm. I'm not going to even mention the person's name. It's not worthy of it. And I think the change of not following the laws in the way that we conduct ourselves is is throwing my mind in a tailspin.
mm.
That's why when we talk and we say, and when we do that, when we get in the live stream and we say, well, this is what happened. Watch this. And in my mind, I'm like, ain't nothing gonna happen. We done been through. We went through every damn fucking realm of politics. We went through all the cabinets. Every cabinet that been brought up on something.
Mm-hmm.
Pete Hegseth with the letting out military information and the ICE situation and all this other stuff. Every cabinet has been through something, and nobody's been held accountable, even all the way up to the top.
Yeah.
And then you add that to the cold weather, the stressful having to go to work in cold weather, having to shovel your snow out. You look at TV, as soon as you turn on your television and you go on YouTube or you go on live or even the shorts on YouTube, you can't even get past a short without hearing something about politics.
That's your algorithm.
Yeah, well, fuck that algorithm. I'm gonna fuck. I don't know who Algorithm Johnson is, but I'm gonna fuck him or her up now.
But yeah,
I'm serious, man.
it's funny because me and Kim was having this discussion. Was it when you was on the phone? When she was saying in her algorithm, yeah, you were.
Yeah, it was on Thursday.
Mm-hmm. When she was saying how she don't get all the ratchet shit from the middle-aged women on her algorithm. I'm like, all right, but you gonna
be going through some. You can have your own algorithm, and they will sneak something into your algorithm just so you can press on it, or just look on it long enough where it can sneak into your algorithm.
They create your algorithm.
Yes, like we have a phone talking about something right now, right? I guarantee you, if I go on YouTube right now, it'll be in my algorithm.
I can show you how to prevent that from happening.
Okay, well when we get off, I need you to show me that.
Yeah, because I went online to find out how to dead all of that shit. And yeah, you have to go in your settings, but you have to know you got to disable all of that Google shit because we've given them permission to monitor us and to advertise to us. So yeah, and that's part of the algorithm too. So they listening, they can see what you're doing. That I knew a man that used to keep a piece of tape over the camera, the lens on his phone. He said because they're watching when you think they're not. You think about if you were in charge of let's say home monitoring and things like that, right? You wouldn't just turn the camera on to see what was going on in certain houses. You would. Man, let me just see. Well, plenty of them do it and they don't know how to turn it off. So, yeah. But yeah, you're right though. They sneak certain things in to create your algorithm just by like when you go on your shorts feed. You notice how they put the shorts. Sometimes they put the headlines from the shows at the top of your screen, and a lot of times they'll put the shorts at the top. Mm-hmm. So even though you haven't clicked on it, it's already registering to you. That's what I mean by
click on it already.
You don't have to click on it. It's still already part of your algorithm now. Mm-hmm. Because you didn't like Like sometimes I go and I press not interested. So you have to actively change what your algorithm will promote to you. But all of this algorithmic stuff didn't, it wasn't like that in the summertime. It just happened this winter. Algorithm's different in the winter.
Mm-hmm. Shit, I seen on a short, I seen this lady shovel her snow out of a parking spot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody came, when she left and pulled off, went to work, and she came back home, somebody was in that parking spot.
Mm-hmm.
I seen her take another hour and a half to 2 hours to put the snow back on top of that person's car.
Mm-hmm.
You done better flatten all 4 tires than to do 4 hours of that.
Mm-hmm.
You petty and you pissed the fuck off when you took an hour and a half to 2 hours to shovel the spot out, and now you're taking another hour and a half to 2 hours to put the snow on a car and make sure that person can't get out.
This winter has done a job on us emotionally. It has. We're seeing things that we ain't never saw before. We didn't see this kind of shit. We didn't see this kind of disrespect. And the fact that you saw that in a video, of course you're gonna see it in a video, because that's part of the motivation to retaliate. I'm gonna show people what happens when you fuck with me, and I'm gonna go viral. It's bad money. But I really think that this winter has brought out the worst in us. And it has. It's so many different examples. Like I said, personal examples, professional examples. Like I work at a job where it's mandatory that you come in during, snowy days or whatever, because it's a 24-hour operation, and we can't not service our clients. And because of that because of that mandatory working situation, it's causing rifts between personnel and management. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot going on. And, it's tax time right now. So a whole lot of different decisions are being made.
Right.
Different decisions are being made. It's a mess right now. It really is. It is a stone cold mess. And I suspect that it's going to get worse before it gets better. It's going to get worse before it gets better. But we have a long way to go. Shit is going down right now. I don't know. I don't know where this road is going to lead to. All I know is where we've been and what we've been through. If we get to sneak to tomorrow, I hope it's worth all the pain, So hard. Say goodbye to yesterday.
I just feel like this. We got to take a little time to look around. Because, sometimes I just want to know what love is. I want people to show me. I want to feel what love is.
Oh, man. Oh, shit.
Anytime, it's bad when you got to talk out songs.
Whew. Wait, Marissa Allberg has returned. I thought she was gone. I thought the winter monster had swallowed her whole. Ritzy Allberg, what's good? I thought the winter dragon had, I don't know, consumed her or something. I was like, yo, what happened to Ritzy? What happened to Pizza Allberg?
Damn, Marissa Allberg, the winter weather. Damn it. Welcome back.
Good to see you. Good to see you.
I was looking at one of your shorts the other day, man. It's time to bring the third drum in too, bro. I haven't seen the third drum in your drumming.
It's time.
It's time to bring the third drum back in, bro.
Oh, okay. All right.
You've been just doing two for the longest. It's time to bring the third drum. And I must commend you on your sweaters, your button-up sweaters. This past week, your sweaters were sweatering, bro. So it lets me know now you're living better now. Coochie sweater now.
Drop top BM.
Sweatering, bro. Yeah, sweaters were sweatering, bro. Well, you got the button ups, the over the head. You got. Don't tell me you got the vest too. You got a couple of vest sweaters.
They called well, yeah.
Vetters. You got vetters.
Ain't they called cardigans? Vestas.
You got vestas. Yeah, man. I was looking. I was like, God damn. Uncle Bill will be proud of you, bro.
Uncle Bill.
Uncle Bill will be proud of you. And do you know they get ready to take him to court again?
It wouldn't happen if it wasn't this winter.
What you say?
It wouldn't happen if it wasn't this winter.
They got enough time on their hands now. God damn, boy! I tell you, man, society. Shit, you want to do a crime? You want to do a crime? Just become part of the MAGAverse. You won't do no time. You won't do no time. Do the crime. Do the crime. You won't do time. Become MAGA. It's about the dumbest shit I ever seen in my life. You know what pisses me off the most, though, and I'm not trying to get off subject, is the people who try to monetize the bullshit, knowing damn well they don't believe in it, but they say, you know what? I'm gonna make money off this shit. People hate them. Let me monetize off this shit. Let me get start a live stream or something just so people get mad and call me the HN or you wrong, he racist, and I'm gonna say no, he not, just to get more views and more likes. And I've seen motherfuckers doing that. I'm looking at this like I was on a TikTok live, right? And I seen this boy, and I know this boy. I can look. You know how you can look at a person and know that they're unintelligent. I can look at this boy and tell he's unintelligent. And I can talk, as I was talking to him, it showed me he was unintelligent. But just the fact that he was getting 10,000 likes and people was monetizing him because they agreed that they like Trump. He was comfortable with let me just keep going at this thing the right way. This boy was on TikTok rolling blunts.
I can't.
And like I said, I'm not gonna go off the subject. I've never on TikTok, it's words you can't use. You can't call a white person white. You have to say YT.
No, they just choose to do that. You don't have to do that. Yeah.
But this is what they saying.
Yeah.
You gotta say BLK. You gotta say black. You can't use the word murder. You can't just certain words you can't use on TikTok. But you know what words you can use fluently and that's not a problem.
Nigga.
What word, son?
You can use nigga all day.
All day.
All day.
All day long, bro. All day.
You can't say words like death, kill, murder, suicide,
Nope.
abuse,
Abortion.
sexual abuse.
But you can say what word, son?
Nigga. All day. You can't say cool.
Nope.
You can't say, how is it coon is a forbidden word, but nigga is allowed.
Listen, boy. I was looking at it, man, and I was like, wow.
Yeah. Unalive. I gotta say unalive.
That's what you gotta say. Yup.
I'm like, and I'm never saying that. I don't say it on here. I mean, I don't fuck with TikTok anyway. I don't like the platform. I think it's ass. You know what I mean? That shit is straight trash. But TikTok enthusiasts say it's the greatest thing. Oh, I'm telling you, this is the new information highway. You know, there's people doing great. Get the fuck out of here. That shit is trash.
I'm telling you, that thing is the most
trash.
If you want to see men get bashed on any fucking social network, you go to TikTok because they beat the shit out of black men on there, bro.
The thing about TikTok is it's not an American company, and it shows.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because people from other countries run TikTok, and that's what makes it so different. So that's why they're able to manipulate the English language. It's a Chinese company. English ain't his first language. Shit. Look at TikTok. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. But TikTok is better in the summertime than it is in the winter.
No, give me the rundown of that. Why you say that?
I'm just saying it. I contend that everything is worse this winter. You know what I mean? I don't care what the fuck it is. Like this winter, you probably have more plaque to scrape off of your teeth than you did this past summer.
Elaborate.
It is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah. This winter is putting more plaque on your teeth. You know what I mean?
I know one thing. This winter you use more of your PTO time than you did any other winter.
Well,
I got 3 cousins that faked asthma. This winter. Yeah, they used a couple of asthma call outs. Matter of fact, they called me on the 3-way. Sure, you had asthma before. I'm gonna call in and act like you mean, man.
Carrie says, well, TikTok paid me better than every other social media outlet. That don't mean that's not trash. You know what I'm saying? Carrie. Like that doesn't stop it from being trash. I mean, you make money. Whatever your social media platform is, that's where you're going to make money. It doesn't make it. It might make TikTok better for you, like YouTube might be better for me. For some people, Facebook is better. Facebook is paying, and they have clearer guidelines on how you can get paid. Definitely clearer than YouTube. But it doesn't mean that it's not trash. And I say it's trash because of the material that I see. That's what makes something good or trash to me. I think Instagram is trash, straight trash. I've said it since it came out. I'm like, this shit is ass. But of course, I don't like Instagram because I like to write posts. Anytime I can't write my thoughts, I don't want to have nothing to do with it. I'm not posting videos all day or posting pictures all day. I'm not doing that. Sometimes I want to write out a post. Straight write, not write it out, then have to upload it. No, I want to write it. I want to be able to put my thoughts out. So even Twitter is better than TikTok to me. And it's better than Instagram to me. And I hate Twitter. Hate it. But at least you can share your thoughts instantly. Instantly. You can share what you're thinking instantly without having to go through an uploading process. I don't like that. I don't. Now, I don't know how much money people make on Twitter. I have no idea. I've never heard anybody say he made money on Twitter. I don't know. But it is what it is.
Mm-hmm. It's just unbelievable because I mean.
But one thing, hold on. One thing I will say, TikTok is way better in the summertime. Go ahead.
Way better in the summertime. Way better.
It is. The algorithms are better in the summertime. Probably make more money then too.
Yeah. I love the algorithm in the summertime. Yeah, I mean, it's beautiful.
It's beautiful. Yeah. It's beautiful.
So it's so serene and everything just blows itself up and everything. So yeah. Yeah, but wintertime, like I said, this winter is wintering. Whoever came up with putting the ing at everything was beautiful. Whoever did that, money is money in, dollars is dollaring, winter is wintering, spring gonna be springing. You know what I mean? Assholes assholing.
So
whoever came up with that, thank you.
So in Spanish, is viva viviendo?
So you gotta help me with that. What that means?
Well, in Spanish, instead of ing is endo when they're talking about it doing something. So viva is life or live. Well, viva is viviendo. It's vivando. It's vivando. I don't know.
I'm serious, man. Because I mean, you know, and one thing I want to always tell people, because the one thing I hate people saying, and I used to say it years and years ago, don't go outside with no hat on, you're gonna catch a cold in the wintertime. Now we do know that it's proof that you don't catch colds in wintertime for cold weather.
Mm-hmm.
Same germs you caught colds in during the spring, summer, and fall time is the same germs you catch it in the wintertime. It's just so happened that you're not outside. You get on the bus and you touch something, or you at work and you touch something and you put your hand in your face, or you touch something and you eat your food or eat some chips. You're sick from germs, not from cold weather. That's why when you go into a hospital, it's never cold in the back, or it's not cold, period. I mean, it's not hot. Because they have to keep the hospital at a temperature where it's conducive to not have any germs in the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so please, people in the stream, stop telling your kids, put a hat on, you're going to catch a cold. Only thing they can catch in the cold weather, and they got to be out there for a long period of time, is hypothermia and frostbite. Now, they can get cold all day, but they're not catching no cold unless they went outside. Before they went out the door, they touched the screen door that somebody who already sneezed in their hand touched the screen door, and then they put their hand in their face. So it's germ. Just make everything right to the point. Germs be germing. That's just my PSA for the day. Matter of fact, I'm gonna start doing that, son. Towards the end, I'm gonna give my own PSA. I gotta give a PSA.
Okay.
My last PSA for the day. That this brother on this live stream, I appreciate him so much. He's a thorough brother with what's one of the best live streams on YouTube. My suggestion is that you press that like button and do the poll question.
Speaking of poll question, let's do that.
Yeah. You had me cracking up on Thursday. Ooh, let's do the poll.
I had a great idea. All right. What has been the most concerning or worst thing about this winter to you? Overwhelmingly, 39% said the long stretch of extreme cold. 11% said the snow, the effing snow, and violence. 33% said the political climate, Trump in them. And 17% said, I hate all of winter. It's it's all the same to me. I can dig it. But for the extreme cold to be the overwhelmingly agreed upon worst thing about or most concerning thing about this winter says a lot, because it's winter. We expect cold, but this is extreme cold. We're not always expectant of extreme cold, and we have gotten a heavy dose of this shit. All right, but we're gonna get on up out of here. We're gonna do these birthday shout outs, and then I'm gonna let you good people go ahead and get to your first day of spring this year.
I would like to let everybody know this is Pisces season, baby. So let's enjoy the walk through the Pisces season. 3/13/1970 is your brother right here's birthday.
All right, cool. And on a day like today, the ice can melt, and so the fish can swim. I like it. They've been swimming under the ice right now.
You imagine you were fishing, it was that cold, and you just was frozen in place.
Man,
your ass couldn't even move. Your eyes just looking around like, what the fuck?
I mean, you don't really understand how amazing fish are until you consider how they survive in that cold ass water. Listen, and ain't no warm place. Well, I can't say that, but that shit, it's cold as hell.
Yeah, that's how you know that man up above is real. Anytime he can let a fish live in that cold ass water during the wintertime,
man,
when we had that 21 days straight of cold weather, I would have loved to got on somebody hook and got fried in a pan.
That shit is realer than real. All right, man. Let me get on up out of here. You have a good day. Be safe out there. Be safe out there.
You know that, man. Get with me, man. We're going to talk.
I got you.
All right, son.
All right. We have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious last day of February 28th, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special, because they are special, because they are special, because they are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They get number one out the box, Edie the Desta Najiri, and also Julia Mitchell, Nettie Long, Wanda Holiday Wynn, Rosa Laura, Darlene Mabin, Monica Green, Gerald Chavis, and last but not least, Alfred Peace. That don't seem somebody's missing. You know who's missing? This ain't right. My brother Katani Megiddo, he was actually born on the 29th he was born on leap years. So he was born on the 29th of February. And I saw that his birthday was today, but I guess they're gonna pencil him in for March 1st. Nonetheless, I want to say happy birthday to all of y'all. And I hope that today finds you all a good health, happiness, mind, body, soul, and spirit. And that goes out to each and every person out there born on this glorious Glorious, glorious. February 28th, anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally. All of y'all go ahead and turn up. But don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out. Rock on to do the damn, the rock out. Rock on to do the damn rock out. Rock on to do the damn thing. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. Anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours, and remember, yo, the winter time gets cold. Sometimes products are bought and sold, but yo, before we get old, never felt no cold like this. The shit is crazy. We was talking about fish and how they live in that weather underneath the ice. Yo, get it together. Yo, we gotta still be socializing with each other. We gotta learn to treat each other like sisters and brothers. But we know that sisters and brothers, they fight. And sometimes it takes a while, lifetime to get it right. But this is my night, maybe even my day. We gonna have to find out to make us a better way. The winter time comes every year. Sometimes we trying to stay in the house and steer clear of all of that shit's going on outside. But when it comes down to it, we about to ride. I ain't gonna let you mess up with my bro. And I ain't let you go and treat my sister so. You can't treat us just like anybody. The hotties are gonna come through. We see you in the summer, but it's a bummer. Right now, I'ma give you some of the drummer. And I make sure that I tell all of y'all to come around. We having a party right now. Trying to drown our sorrows and get that shit out. Ow. What the deal is, what the feel is. I'm just trying to do this shit. Yo, skills is something that we gotta work with. And I'm trying to eliminate all the bullshit. But it keeps on coming down. I see another cow coming my way. Oh my God, not today. Sometimes I have to cover my eyes. Sometimes I have both my heads in my hands. And I say, why? Why, Lord, did you give me this stress? Why do I always feel like I gotta pass another test? Why? Why? Or why can't it be multiple choice? Sometimes I feel like I don't have no voice, even though I'm screaming loud. Nobody hear me. I feel like I'm made to win a touchdown. Nobody cheers. We are the ones that are stars, and we going to make sure we do this, strumming like a guitar. Bing, 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 bing. I watched the Prince video. He was tearing that shit up on guitar when they jerked him out of the Hall of Fame inductee. But anyway, check out that video. Peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. I love y'all to death. Resuscitate y'all. I love y'all right back to life. We will be back tomorrow at 2 p.m. 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So y'all have a good rest of this day. Whatever the weather is in your neck of the woods, try to get out and enjoy yourself. Or stay and enjoy yourself. The choice is yours, but be safe in whatever you do. And I hope y'all enjoy listening to the show as much as I enjoy broadcasting it. And so we're going to do it like that. Peace, y'all. Hit the like button, though. Don't forget to do that.